Hey everyone, this is Seth. Oh wait, yeah. So today we'll be playing Not for Broadcast. This is a game on Steam that's for early access. So let's start it out. This will be my main playthrough. So let's name it main. All right. I actually did a test run a while ago. I just removed the save files. So we'll breeze through this tutorial. So we'll talk to Dave here.
David, I have a call for you.
The receptionist. These people.
Right, Dave here.
Not just
Listen,
shadows,
now,
there's
I know
actual
you've only come
moving
in to
stuff.
clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're gonna have
It's
to run the
staff
news
drinks,
tonight. Now,
November.
don't worry,
So it's November,
not hard, and
calendar.
I'm gonna stay on the phone and help you.
Set.
First,
There's
I'm
something
gonna give you
there.
a quick
I
tour
need
of
to
the
really
broadcast
read
room,
it.
so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens.
Alright.
Right, look up at the top.
Okay.
That coloured
Davis
bar is
explained to
your
us the
audience.
parts
You
of
wanna
this.
keep the
It
viewers
doesn't tell
going
you can press
up
the ones on their
and
keyboard.
not
1, 2, 3, 4.
down. Underneath
But
that, you've got a
something
screen.
does show up there,
The one
like
on the right
tutorial.
is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you
Wi-Fi.
control. Now the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left.
Okay,
These
left.
plugs control everything in the studio.
Get to it.
I've left them set up for you, so
We
provided
also have a
you
fan
don't
here.
fiddle with them,
I think this
all
will be
you have to do
important
now
later.
is throw the master trip
Because
switch
I
and
see a
we're in
temperature
business.
thing there.
Once you've got the power on, face the front again.
Yeah,
You can
we
see
have
on the
sound now.
broadcast
Dave is probably
screen that
one
we're
of
in the
these
end
dudes here.
titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh,
Wait.
right, okay,
Wait,
the
how do I
road
turn
must
this
be
off?
long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look
Oh,
down
no.
under the desk.
Okay. Just turn this off myself.
You can
Look
see
down,
a load of
okay.
videotapes on the left.
Ham sleeves. I want to know what ham sleeves are. Bumley? Haven't been to Bumley. Salad!
You've done that.
Okay.
Look up to the
Bumley.
front again.
See what happens. Oh yeah. Look up.
Right, won't be long now till the signal starts coming through from the station. Stay on your toes. All the bigwigs are in tonight because of
Okay.
the election, so we better not make any
Alright,
mistakes.
sure. Look at this.
When
Look at
you get
these
the
subs,
signal,
man.
select screen one with the vision
I
mixer,
I
we're
hope
ready
my
to go.
recording device is able to record this
You
correctly.
don't see if you make
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
every day. You offer me prawns every day.
Maybe something red
10
will appear.
seconds, everybody.
I saw some ads. I
You're
think.
trying to
I
kill
forgot where it
me.
was.
And yet you persist.
Going
5, 4.
But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay,
Moving on
all
up.
good.
The election
Next
win
is going to be the throw to the news titles on screen 2.
Hopeful or hostile.
There'll be
Okay.
a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all
Okay.
gravy.
By
Sure.
honest
All
Andy's
gravy, all
totally
gravy.
independent And corners the fly.
Gravy's good.
Top chat.
We're
Sports
getting
fans everywhere celebrate as
viewers.
popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins sports
Johnny
personality
Ham
of the year.
sleeves.
And
That's
a
the
spoonful of
ad.
sugar. Megan
the
is
ad.
chatting with movie star Lawrence Brundleclatch about his new movie, The Medicated.
The medicated.
And, of
Okay.
course, we'll be going live
We got
to
a
advanced headquarters to hear what
8,
the leaders of this fledgling party
7,
have to say on their
6,
historic
5,
That's
4,
coming up on tonight.
3,
National
2,
News.
1.
Lovely, mate.
Perfect. We did it, yo.
Next thing is the throwback to Jeremy with button 1.
Alright, sure.
That globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick pause video. I'll just skip this over in a recording. Okay, we're back. I just had to do a little restroom break over there. We're good. National Nightly News, Triple N with Jeremy Donaldson. Oh yeah,
Here it
okay.
comes. Switch to screen 1 now. Lovely, mate.
That's
The votes
so
are in,
cool.
and it's a decisive win for advance.
That's so
The
cool.
landslide
Okay.
We often get a
That's so
bit of
cool, man.
interference around this
Interference.
time of
Oh,
night,
okay.
so keep your eye on the machine.
Wait. Okay, yeah, I can use this. Alright, right. Cool.
Up and down,
Let's
avoiding
just lower the
interference
right.
using the yellow knob or your scroll wheel.
Of
There's
a
a live
severe
one,
lack of
it's the
actual
broadcast.
policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties
let's
have
put this
all
at the map
conceded
so
to
everyone can
advance
hear
its
it.
overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly. However,
It's going
Yeah.
well. All you've got to do
Oh,
now
no.
is play out the end of the signal. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired.
We missed.
The clock at the top
Okay,
is
okay.
counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play
Yeah, that's
ad
horrible.
buttons
We were
over there
losing
at the
viewers
bottom
really
right.
fast there
I
just
normally
because of
play the
interference.
first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any
Okay.
order you want. I'll count you into it as well. But
Again, a
keep
viewer
your eye
or
on
something.
the clock.
We'll be going live to Advance HQ to hear the co-leader's acceptance.
Okay.
And 3,
That's all coming
2,
up.
1, advert.
One
Advert.
minute back, everybody. Jeremy, I need you to film.
There's a little bit of lag
What?
there.
Why?
But all
Rank
good.
Snatch is running late.
Oh,
I thought I'd
What do
ask
we
him
have?
about the election.
Sad weekend.
personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the
What's
same
the ad?
policy we use with you. I thought
Oh,
that
it's
was our little secret.
what do you call it?
Doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Ham sleeves.
Well,
You got an E.
Mate, it's the first ad break. You're doing great, mate.
We got an
But this is where
E.
it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call
got
a
an
multi-cam
E.
sequence, because you're going to be cutting between
What's the
multiple
highest?
cameras to keep
8
things
plus
interesting.
probably.
A lot of it's down to personal
Not even
taste,
F.
but here's
Still
3
an F.
good rules of thumb.
These aren't my
1.
cards. Please
Try and keep the shot on whoever is
Okay.
doing the talking.
I can do that.
2. Don't stay on the same shot for too
Okay, I can do
long.
that.
10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting.
Alright, I can do that.
3. Don't stay on
do
reaction
that.
shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually
Yeah.
enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these
Yeah, so
rules
it's
and
just
you'll
like
be
the
fine.
TV, the actual
It's not as
TV.
complicated as it sounds.
I think
You've seen
I've watched
programs
enough
on
TV to know what to
television,
do.
haven't you? Make it look like those.
And this is like a 2-minute ad or something. The ones on TV I see are longer, like 5 minutes. It even takes like 20 minutes.
Quiet
Like
in the studio.
full ads over ads
Thank you
over
so
ads.
much. 10 seconds, everybody.
Rude. He's rude. He's rude. This guy's rude.
Counting in 5, 4, 3.
2.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock
Okay,
election winners
that's perfect.
Advance. But first
Get
off,
ready to go to
official
Megan on
reporter
screen 4.
Megan Wolf
Screen 4.
is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you,
Yeah,
Jeremy. Megan Wolf,
perfect.
culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to
go
the
to
shop
Blunderclatch
film.
on screen
Alright.
3 when she says his
Joined
name.
today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh,
My
yeah.
dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell
He
you.
was so rude a while ago, though.
With you here today is a moment.
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and
So
stay
you've
on
just
whoever's
finished filming
talking.
your latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Alright.
Well, as I said to Peter at the wrap, that's
Peter
Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction.
He's a
Lovely.
wonderful
Now
chap,
back to
really
Thunder
is.
Twat.
I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic.
Fantastic.
And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic?
5.
Absolutely
6
right.
seconds.
A
Doesn't even reach 10
Was
seconds.
that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying?
Nice.
But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my
Alright.
last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my memory.
Sure.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you,
I am afraid.
I'm afraid.
It's really
Cut
takes
me.
concentration, man.
And I
Hopefully
Been on
there's
that
no-
shot a bit long.
and often that's how it feels,
True.
doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, giving, suffering
we gain a viewer
for
there.
one's audience. I suppose in the end I do it
Okay.
for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire, the little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change
3.
that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real,
Real
change,
change.
it looks like, in the coming few months.
What do you?
What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore.
Censor.
Don't worry,
Yes.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the
From the
break.
Medicated, which opens next week
Right,
around
they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lods Hemlock,
Eight,
is faced with a
7,
decision that could affect
6,
humanity's
5,
very survival.
4, 3,
exciting stuff.
2,
Let's take a
1. Oh, okay. We have some interference here. He's screaming!
Watch out for that interference, mate.
Oh, I don't want to hear what they're doing.
I don't understand it.
Oh, looks like Blunder Clatch is losing it in the studio. I'd love to hear what he's saying, but don't switch to it now. You can go to the archive when the broadcast's done.
What is happening?
I don't know that.
It's like a 1 minute
No, Lance, we mustn't.
teaser trailer.
Think of Carol.
It's Dr. Lance to you,
Okay.
Miss Flanagan.
Excuse me.
Did it for you, baby.
This movie.
Dr. Hemlock.
I'm gonna change the world, you remember?
Okay.
Don't let listen to you.
Dr. Hemlock.
You told me, but I didn't listen.
Alright.
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
You need to see this.
No, it's all too late.
Okay.
Look at this!
Okay.
The virus.
The virus.
The sterility.
Sterility.
This formula.
Okay.
This formula. This is the key.
I'm just using my mouse
At the end of the
scroll.
clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember
Okay.
to use the clock at the top to count you in.
If we should.
Oh, okay. Oh no. Well, we know what interference looks like. I was ready for that censor. I think I saw an ad or a video of someone playing this.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen, here, is about 2 seconds behind the master screen, here.
A
When someone
plus.
says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down
You had
the
an A
bleep
plus
button
and an E.
or the spacebar on your keyboard for as long as the swear word lasts.
Hey, I was able to
Can
censor
take a
that
bit of
one
practice
perfectly.
getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll
This is
literally be
salad?
able to see the sound
What's this saying?
scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down.
I like how it looks so
red bit
old.
is over the red line.
Interesting.
Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most
He does
people
Caesar-
like to have the
Caesar
volume
salad.
of the broadcast screen
Did he?
a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now.
Loose leaf. Remain.
Mate, if you don't
Exactly.
turn up the broadcast
Plus,
volume, you
it's
won't be able to
exclusive
time your
message
bleeps.
all for just $7.97 with free postage and packet.
Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember,
Absolutely free,
button
okay.
lights
He's been
up,
drinking since
count
lunchtime.
1,
Christ, he's online all
2,
the rest of the time.
and hold it
God
down.
help whoever has to bleep this.
10 seconds, everybody.
I mean, a lawyer and a TV personality running the country. Seriously?
We've had worse.
Okay.
5,
They said I need to censor, and they just
3.
introduced censor mechanics, so we'll be censoring a lot of stuff.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance Headquarters, where the 2 leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Oh shit, he's pissed.
Shall I
Get ready to
start?
bleep.
Go for it, Pat.
Okay, well, thank you all for coming, and, well, where do I start? What a day!
They said we couldn't do
They
it.
certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people,
Nice.
you saw right through their shite.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. Makes me coarser than a granny's fanny.
Memorably put.
Nailed it.
But to be honest,
Okay.
who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us
Interesting,
say
interesting.
that Advance are
Remember
not
the
a
10
political
second
party.
rule.
Sorry,
A
sorry,
party's what
sorry.
you have when things are going
Thank you, Dave.
well.
Thank you.
When the country is
A
suffering,
good thing Dave's
you
there
don't
to
need
tell
a
me.
party. You need a team. A team
Okay,
that can
okay.
change things.
As long as you
But
start shooting
today
these
is
two,
day
we'll be
one
good.
of a new future. a better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know the sort of... Probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So, all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. And earlier today, we revoked your passports.
Oh my god.
You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're going to pay...
They're literally
back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute...
I got engrossed into what they're saying.
So to you posh twats...
The people who pay you a pittance to serve drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
So they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
Oh no, the communists? Are they communists?
Today.
Socialists? I don't know, man.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, just look get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Oh no.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance. And our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time.
I'm sorry.
If not,
don't
someone's going to be in trouble.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for all the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
So, same old boring politics then?
Is this some weird fever dream? Am I dying now or something?
You should be so lucky. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not coming for a drink?
No, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
Poor guy. Challenge room unlocked. Oh, we got a B. Okay, not so bad. Not so bad. Broadcast complete. E, A+, B+. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, final grade B. Outstanding censoring. Some interference. Editing was just terrible. I'm sorry. Okay. Day 1. So we're now date... What? Hey. Unexpected form. Oh, okay. You arrive home to find post on the mat. Most being nothing more than the usual junk mail. One letter, however, catches your eye. The team wants to know you. Curiosity gets the better of you, and you open it. Also, there's choices, I guess. It's a form from the new advanced government asking for information on all citizens. The first page is filled in already. Your name, Alex Winston. Your spouse, Sam Winston. Your children, Charles Winston, 14, and Susie Winston, 19. Well, he means at least they got the basics right. Easier. Don't need to fill up everything. The rest of the questions are left for you to complete. They appear to be mandatory. Question 1. Upon starting a new job, you will be friendly, introduce yourself to your new coworkers. This is actually what I will do in real life too. Oh, hey, it changed. There's the form. Be productive and get to work immediately. I wouldn't recommend this unless they actually tell you to, but yeah, usually part of here you go. Ease yourself in and orientate yourself with the new workplace. This is like introducing yourself to your course. These two are sort of what you need to do in the first day. Unless, they're like, get to work. And yeah, you need to do this immediately. because you'll need to literally settle in, get to know the people around you. Unless it's a solo job, then I guess you just do this. Reminisce with friends about old jobs. I wouldn't recommend this one. This is like, I don't know why you will do this. So I'll introduce myself to my new coworkers. A colleague in a different department has confided in you that they've been taking home confidential information. Now, a file of minor importance has gone missing. You will help your colleague cover up their violation. Nope, I wouldn't recommend this, because if they found out that your colleague was doing that, excuse me, you'll be part of the, you'll get in trouble too. Recommend that your colleague reports it. This one actually sounds good. Promise your colleague that you won't tell him. This is the same as the first one. Report the violation to your supervisor immediately. This one is like a last resort, where you report the violation to your supervisor immediately. So first you'd recommend that your colleague reports it, but if nothing happens, that's when you CC your supervisor, like an email or something. So question 3: an entire department was fired today for consistent underperformance. They're gonna get chased by the labor department of the government, I guess. Okay. Your boss has put in place new targets that are significantly higher than the previous one. You will leave work on time. This is what I will do. Stay late to ensure you hit the first deadline. I will do this, but not all the time, unless they're paying everyone overtime. Leave work early and head to the pub to chat about the changes with colleagues. No, I don't really like going to the pub that much. Leave work early and head home to see your family. Why early? They just said that they have new targets, so you have new deadlines. So just leave work on time. It's like the most neutral thing you can do. Excuse me. It's the annual company barbecue, and you and your family have been invited. You are looking forward to enjoying a nice day out with friends and family, or washing your hair that day. Go if you're free, but wouldn't mind missing. This is more like me. Go if you're free, but wouldn't mind. Have been practicing with your coworkers and think you'll win the talent contest this year. This is, I think, what maybe social butterflies will be doing. I don't know. I wouldn't be doing this one. That's for sure. This is more me. I feel like this one more. What am I missing? You've had a long, successful career and are now about to retire. In your speech, this your achievement and all the good memories you have of working there. Give an honest review of the pros and cons of the company. Focus on issues and challenges you face while working there, or refuse to attend. This is, well, you're already leaving, so just to focus on the good stuff. In your spare time, you like to relax alone, doing things like listening to music or making models. Attend political rallies and stand up for what you believe in. I want to do this. And I think it's the government was sending this form, so you don't want to do this. You don't want to answer this when the government asks you what you do in your free time. And encourage and support your children to their hobbies. Play in your local sports team. This one, I don't really like sports. This one sounds okay. Making models. I'll go with encourage and support your children, because, family. Your ideal holiday getaway will be... excuse me, surrounded by natural beauty, getting away from the strain of the daily grind, exploring somewhere unfamiliar, and discovering new experiences and challenges. Structured day out at the theme park, bursting with thrills and attractions for you and your family. A romantic getaway with your partner to a tropical island paradise. No, I don't like nature. Nope. This is more like me. Yeah, tropical island paradise. I live in a tropical island paradise. I guess it's just okay. It is most important that the government keeps people safe, free, happy, equal. I will go with happy, because if people are safe, they'll technically be happy. If people are free, they'd technically be happy. I wouldn't say, I want to talk about equal. They might get lazy here, or I don't know, something. Maybe equal in rights, but not totally equal. That's kind of bad. I'm gonna go with happy. Thank you for your cooperation. Advance knows your time is valuable, and we appreciate your help in leading the nation to a brighter future. Okay, I'll sign my name, sure. I didn't put anything incriminating in there. Okay, another one. Okay, so this is like visual novel, choose your own adventure. Hey, water. It's late. Sam and the kids have gone to bed. You're just drying up a favorite coffee cup, a worn-out souvenir of your first trip together. The print's faded, but the goofy face still makes you smile. A knock at the window brings you back to reality. There in the garden, clutching a gaudy neon green suitcase, is Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let them in, they sit at the kitchen table, visibly stressed. Okay, so Chris takes a deep breath. Okay, so this is the spouse's sibling. Brother, probably. I'm so sorry for bursting in so late, Alex, Chris stammers. But I need a favor, and you're the only one I can ask. Are you okay? Should I go get Sam? No, no need to worry, Sam. It's you I came to see. I just need 2 minutes. You've heard about the Assets and Wealth Act? I'll literally work on you, Chris. Not really, must have passed me. I think I remember this a while ago. I think the two people, the drunk guy and the girl. Yeah, they're working on you, Chris. Chris's fist bangs the table. Bang. They're taking whatever they want and distributing it as they see fit. No government should have that kind of power. Kind of do that already with the taxes, right? Okay, I can't believe they're actually getting away with it. Madness, which is why I need your help. Why do I get the feeling I'm not gonna like this? What exactly? I'd ask first what they need. Chris's eyes seem to be resting comfortably on the floor tiles. Look, I know it's a lot to ask, but I need to borrow your passport. My passport? What for? My passport? I can't give you that. I'll ask first. They've taken mine in half the bloody countries, but people always say you and I look similar, so Chris is pacing now. I need to leave before it's too late. Okay, that's ominous. That's ominous. Once I'm out, me and my money will be safe, but I need to go now before they freeze my accounts. Please, Alex, I wouldn't ask if I had any other choice. Do I want to help Chris? But, surely there's another way. It can't be that serious. Chris's mouth falls open. You're joking, right? I've always done right by you and Sam. I've treated your children like they were my own or family. Does that mean nothing to you? Alright, I'll go get the passport. No, it's against the law. I can't. Look, if I give it to Chris, the passport, and they find it, they stop him at the border, I get implicated too, and the family will go down with Chris. So, I'm sorry I can't help you with this. Fine, I'll solve this myself. I got an achievement, screw the 1%. I think it doesn't show up in the recording, but yeah. So much for family loyalty. Yeah, so Chris is rich. Okay. Was rich, maybe. Grabbing the nylon fluorescent suitcase. Yeah, because Advance is, I think, somewhat socialist, communist. Chris disappears into the night. You go back to the dishes, picking up Sam's cup today. A cup again. The peeling face now seems too boring to you. The knot in your stomach tightens. Okay. Day 7, day 8. Okay, day 8. Former Prime Minister Jacob Hamilton Mann called the election after a sex scandal led to calls for his resignation. What a way to go. Day 8, the fallout. So this is the fallout of the election, I guess. Okay. Dave is partying. Oh, really?
Let's get set up and get on with it, eh? So I can get back to my guests. First of all, let's get the power on.
Okay.
You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on.
Wait, my sound. Okay.
Right, let's load up the adverts.
Okay.
You might want to have a bit of a
Should we
think
play
about
this?
Your decisions have consequences, don't they?
Consequences. He just talked about consequences, and he said this toy. Okay, so we won't be doing that. That's like already a hint advance. Okay, let's be a government shill. An elegant new skin cream with a porky little twist. What? I wanna. Hey, we're putting all the colorful ones. What's this one? Craziness. Okay, go with a festive one to end the day. So consequences have choices. You won't be doing that one.
Got the old headline system up and working again, and the vision mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These 2 buttons at the bottom of the vision mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them, and they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen here.
Okay.
It's really simple. This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0.
Okay.
But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice. I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them. And that's going to affect their lives. So like with the adverts, choose carefully.
No, my sister's
Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
Yeah, I didn't get one of those. My friend Janet says theirs gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon.
10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice.
Okay.
Don't blame me when it explodes.
Going in 5, 4,
Okay.
3.
2, 1.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
Good evening.
Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's
Okay,
first
let's go with the happy government,
exactly
mate.
Who's leading this charge? Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical freethinker. With the Assets and Wealth Act on the brink of raising living standards for the vast majority of the country, I'll be asking my guess if we're on the way to a new future.
Okay.
Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young fireman who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history.
Maybe.
Sophia Remington has always
someone taking
impressed.
sides though.
She was top of her class at university and graduated with the highest honours, immediately being asked back to lecture.
Okay.
The markets have responded favourably to Sophia's appointment, with stocks rising 30 points in light of the announcement. In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehugs. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the
on what I just got, I think Mr. Snugglehugs bad news.
Dr. David Wall,
Okay,
a marine
show them
biologist
being
Swarsborg
friendly.
have today set off to explore Dante's
Instead of
taint.
this, I don't know why they have this. Maybe they're just friends and they were like, let's do random poses. So let's go with a good one. Let's toss them a coin, a bread, or whatever you call it. This matter. Okay.
This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing.
Okay.
In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together like we always have."
Alright, cool. Playing the field.
Rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves
3 sounds like something the normal gossip news gossip will show. Or 4 too, he's like the
Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very programme.
Okay.
Johnny is seen here with socialite and performance artist Tiffany Lamore, whose recent show, Snatched Inside My Snatch, has kept her firmly in the public eye.
Title,
Could
man.
romance be on the cards for these two budding A-listers? And grievous bodily charm, with Advance promising a radical
Okay, 3. 3 sounds like something the news will show.
I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more powers passing to the police, and less oversight, are we using an Advance-shaped sledgehammer to crack a nut? All that, and Megan Wolf with a group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act.
Sure. 7.
They'll be talking
6.
and performing
5.
later.
4.
That's all coming up on tonight's
3.
National
2.
Nightly News.
1. What the heck? Interference. This early? This early? We got interference already? Okay, sure. Okay, sure, why not? Oh yeah, perfect.
In the wake of the government's
did
swift
it.
enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Okay.
Grand plan, Alan?
It's all in my book. Alan James is right, Jeremy.
That's so
we're to become
prepared.
a great herd, ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting? Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most destructive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And
what
this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, we'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen.
Was I supposed to...
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always
Why are we losing
frightening,
stuff?
but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
3.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't
Okay,
understand,
censor.
Jeremy, is that these are the same people. Maybe
3.
they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan.
Okay.
For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I
Okay.
call it grooming.
Okay.
The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily
2,
into eternal
3.
bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research and the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Frankenscience and opiates.
I love this guy.
Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals, they're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on
Legit, man.
dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
Okay, we have...
1 minute back.
Okay, we played the ads.
You know, I think they might do some
There's a
good.
bit of lag there.
Jeremy.
Steve's partying.
Oh, bloody hell, I love this tune now. All right, mate, see you later, bye.
Excuse me.
Well, I don't know what she meant by that.
Like we just like chill reading. Hey, we got an A+. We're doing good. We're doing good. There's nothing happening outside. Go getters. Okay. Okay.
Well, she's good. You know she is.
I've said a bit of wording. That's all I can do.
10 seconds, everybody.
Okay. 10 seconds.
If that sticks, I'll just...
5, 4,
3, 2, 1. Okay.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives.
Okay.
First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
Nice.
What's it like?
I love it. This angle is the same thing we see on the news.
Well,
this
as
game's
you can
amazing.
imagine, Jeremy, we are
all these
understaffed in
news
this country.
channels,
we're working
memes
every hour
and
we
whatnot,
can
whatever you
just to
call
try
it.
and cope with the caseloads on our desks.
Which
Seems
must
to got
affect
it
the
on
quality of support
pat.
you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy.
Look,
There just simply isn't
random.
enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem.
Greg?
We need more support from ministers. What are you doing? We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on.
Oh, this guy.
Oh, the problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Thompson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well,
the
affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public.
Sorry to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Next, I'm joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife. Or kosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this?
So this guy's, I think, a pastor or something.
Gays and gypsies mainly. It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states that... bugger, hang on a moment. Jeremy, your bloody gimp's escaped. Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear?
What the heck is this guy doing?
As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
I'm sorry, darling.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in his box?
Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You go back in your gimp space.
And whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of decent, good, white people of this...
Where's the padlock?
Oh, hold on just a moment.
Oh, Clive, this simply won't do. Not
2, 3.
Clive, I am not having this again.
Mummy, so get back in your gimp space. No, naughty, you beast, Clive.
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree?
Why is that
she
interference
takes 3 of the
moving?
pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morality for us. And finally tonight, hopefully uninterrupted, it's time to get to the heart of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary and menacing assault.
Oops.
He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday.
Okay.
Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Titwank Tony. Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalisation, as you can imagine. And obviously, titwanks are quite hard to come by.
This guy keeps
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony! I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez. Yeah, I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. There's Big Chris,
Oi, oi.
Little Chris,
Oi, oi.
and Vampire Chris.
This one's, yeah?
One sec, love. Titwank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. It's just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
It's open!
How many did he get?
So,
he even got a clown.
I'm sorry, who's this now?
You are joking. Chrissy Freebollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh.
Titwank!
What now, fellas? I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here.
Jesus!
Yes, we
He's got everyone. He's got the whole entertainment.
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes, Tony? Tony, I mean, we're literally away for 2 seconds. How has this happened, Tony? Can you hear me?
1, 2,
Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought there a little. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, have managed to gain a broader understanding of the serious and complex issues of law and order.
Excuse me.
After the break, Megan will be live with some plucky young thespians. Don't go away. We'll be back
After these messages.
1 minute back, everybody. That went well.
Piss off.
Mate, I ain't got long and I'm quite drunk. It's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the music, you can see the result on the vision mixer, and the public will love that. Don't worry if you don't, though. You won't get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. Also, one last tip. When the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might
Okay.
I'm sure some as well.
Well, my music thing's gone though.
How hard can it be? This is on you.
10 seconds, everybody.
My thing, it's missing.
Open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5, 4, 3.
2.
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolf.
All right.
And on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest.
I'm the older, more popular one. I'm joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
2.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Oh, right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra. Maths
Jeff
teacher.
Algebra.
Maths is really important. Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history. Aristotle
I
believed.
just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences and they touch us right back.
2.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Perfect.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are
1,
what really
2,
matter.
3.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this
Okay.
play, aren't you?
That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important. Yeah, thanks, Steve. Put it in, Coach. Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat
Okay.
with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way.
All right.
So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago, a letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
Wow, how did you react?
I also threw it in the bin.
2.
But then, Harriet and Trey
These situations,
we
hilarious.
rang the number,
But, you
the
know,
bottom of the
I can
page,
see it happening.
and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny because Angela and I don't usually vote. We were not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic mainly. But we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought,
Why not?
Why not? Let's have a go with this whole democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we bally well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
All right.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears.
Tears.
Another day of fears.
Fears.
But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
Alright, that's good, that's good.
Around the corner. What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi, Gary.
Oh, heavens, no! It's Gary the Fist!
Gary the Fist!
Going somewhere, little first year?
Great! I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Violent father. Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Just keep going, for fuck's sake.
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
Okay.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? Oh, my arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist, and you're just a sad little girl with 2 gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my 2 new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team.
Yeah.
And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all 3 of you, and I don't have any friends of my own.
He runs away. Oh yeah. Hey, friendship.
Take a look at me.
Suddenly singing.
Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
Life can be cheeky.
We're doing it.
If you work as a team.
Wait.
It's my choice to be made.
What's this?
So stop now, make a different choice.
What does this mean?
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your crew lads. I'm a mother loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Bam.
Kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's
Yeah.
just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became
Oh, we need
Gary
to
the Fist.
we need to switch with the music. We need to switch with the.
I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad
We have to switch with the beat.
and late, and he'd hit my mum for dinner. He had
Yeah.
to wait. Where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman?
Go.
Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
Of course it is.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate.
Okay, we gotta do this.
Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard.
We gotta switch with the beat.
It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be cheeky.
Yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Alright. Love it.
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across
Amazing.
the country. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
Oh. See.
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe...
I forgot to put the ads on, I'm sorry.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about an adequate paycheck.
We lost one bar.
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studio.
We did it. B. Alright, what did we get? Foresight. It's the foresight. Outstanding censoring, interference free, editing was just okay, sure. Cutting to the I'm sorry. That last one. Oh, here we go.
I see they've got the store back. That's
Nice.
great. I love fucking shopping. Sorry, bit of a big night to be honest. Anyway, over here, that's how much money you've got. You'll get more money the better the broadcast you do. These tabs take you to the bits and pieces and sections of the store. You can fix stuff, you can upgrade stuff, or you can just buy really cool stuff to put around the studio. Right, mate, the final thing you've got to know, if you want to buy something, you just click on it and go ka-ching, but there's no refunds. No refunds.
Some video shopping simultaneously like a boss.
Don't be like that.
We need to upgrade our stuff now. Let's go with this. We have the technology achievement unlocked. Okay, continue. So what do we have? We have adverts. Okay. Do I have the Mr. Snugglehugs? No, I don't, because I didn't play it. Okay, let's continue. One more day at the work. And then I'll cut our video for this one there. Because this is already pretty long. Okay, day 15, late night. Okay, back to our story mode. You arrive home after another long shift to find a note waiting for you on the countertop. Excuse me. You recognize Sam's hurried scroll. Chris has been evicted for not paying rent. You know where this is headed. Sam's gone to pick up Chris's stuff from the street. Don't wait up. Underlined twice. So this is your fault now, is it? You sulkily press play on the cheap horror film you were going to watch together. It used to absolutely terrify you as a kid, but always makes the two of you laugh. It's not the same without Sam, but you still chuckle to yourself occasionally. Just as you get to the good bit, the part where Candy decides to investigate alone, your 14-year-old son interrupts. He wants to go to a friend's house. He looks at you in a way only a child can, pleading but somehow defiant. Okay, as long as he promises to be home by 11. Clearly surprised, he practically races out the door. He dozes in front of the movie, waiting up for his return. You start to awake to the sound of TV static. It's gone midnight and there's no sign of Charlie or Sam. So you go and march him home. Okay, you're tired. Look, the kid. It's already midnight and he's not here. Maybe he's sleeping. I'll trust Charlie. It's one night. He's got to start taking responsibility for his own decisions sometimes. Oh no. He's gonna die, isn't he? Day 16, a call from school. He didn't turn up. Your family answering machine crackles into life. Who will be calling while you and your spouse were at work? Good afternoon. This is a message for the Wilson family. It's Miss Smith calling regarding your son, the tiny old one. I'm sure there is a perfectly reasonable explanation for it, but he wasn't in school today and we hadn't heard from you that he will be absent. I'd like to remind you that we require all absences to be authorized in advance or in exceptional circumstances for parents to ring first thing in the morning. Please see to it that it doesn't happen again. Thank you. Goodbye. Someone asked him explaining to do. Okay, so we talked to Charlie, dude. Oh, that's a lot of days. A tight Christmas. You can't help but crack a smile as you look around the table. The snow has settled on the grass outside. The kids are pulling a cracker while your elderly mother tries to keep her eyes open. You did always have a soft spot for Christmas. You're sitting at the head of the table now, your dad's place. It's been a tense afternoon. Everyone can feel it. It's the first time you've seen Chris since you refused to part with your passport. It's a big change for Sam. The two siblings used to be inseparable. Christmas is usually such a nice time of year. The clatter of cutlery is all that can be heard as Chris stares pointedly at you. Are you having a nice Christmas, Grandma? You make a toast. You stay silent. Okay, I'll just stay silent. Chris knocks back a fourth glass of wine a little too violently. See, Sam? Can't even look me in the eyes after what happened. Your daughter looks up confused. What do you mean? What happened? You brace yourself. Sam tries to interject. Let's not go into it now, but Chris continues forcefully. No, I think she should hear it. Well, Susie, Alex here. Thank you, Chris. That's enough. Chris turns away from you, taking some frustration out on a cheap cut of roast chicken. Your daughter Susie seizes the opportunity to corner you. Excuse me. You know how you love me? You chuckle. This sounds familiar. You're not gonna like this, am I? You know, me and my friends are planning on going traveling this year. Susie begins innocently. Well, I was hoping you'd help me with the money. Well, she's interrupted by Chris, who makes a derisive snort. I wouldn't hold your breath, Susie. Not known for your generosity, are you, Alex? I smile at the daughter, of course. We'll see so many parts of the world and learn so much about other cultures. Susie gushes. Well, we'll see so many parts of the world and learn so much about other cultures. Susie gushes. You sigh and lower your voice. You know, money's really tight now that Grandma's staying here. We just don't have that kind of money, Susie. But please, Harriet's parents are helping her. I'm fine. Okay, we'll find a way to make it work. Yes. Sam interrupts. Sorry, were you going to consult me on this, or were you just going to carry on pretending I don't exist? You feel your cheeks flush red and turn away so Chris can't see. You know, you haven't been the most attentive lately, but this rebuke still seems harsh. Sam exhales and seems to brighten, but luckily for someone, I agree. This is a great opportunity, and I'm sure we can find the money somewhere. Excuse me, Sam isn't looking at you. Charlie excuses himself awkwardly as you start to clear the plates in silence. Have you had a nice birthday, Pat? Your mother chimes in cheerfully. No, I'm gonna cut that out. I'm gonna bleep myself. Merry Christmas. A welcome windfall. You're leafing through the pile of accumulated posts. Each new bill pulls on your gut like a lead weight until a flash of blue makes you pause. Recognizing the teal advance logo on the envelope, you tear it open. Excuse me. Dear Winston residents, thank you for sending us your passports for approval. We can now confirm the receipt and validation for the new Assets and Wealth Redemption Scheme. Hopefully this will make the last month of our arguments with Sam worth it. As such, it's our pleasure to enclose a check which we hope you will see as a symbol, not only for our gratitude to you, but of our unwavering commitment to creating a society free of inequality. The throbbing of your fresh, speed-induced paper cut is the only reason you can believe you're awake. A check, and a sizable one at that. Good thing we didn't give our passports. Chris was right. Advance really are redistributing wealth. Really was. Okay, we will continue to strive for the betterment of this nation and its people. Forwards together, Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. The weight of your financial burdens lessens slightly. It's a bliss. Excuse me. Okay, so Advance is actually sort of helping out the little people. A long weekend, day 72. Why does the zip on this case never close? It's your anniversary. Every year, you and Sam go away for the weekend, usually. Camping, you're not made of money. Excuse me. You've been looking forward to it for ages, finally getting some time alone, together where you can forget about the noise of life. No kids, no work. Just a bit of romance and some peace and quiet. The zip finally gives up the battle, and you drag the bulging suitcase down the stairs. The answering machine is blinking on the hall table. Good evening, Alex. This is Mr. Boseman. I'm calling to inform you that you will be required to work this weekend. Your heart sinks. Some information has come to light concerning the rising tensions between our nation and foreign powers, and the National Nightly News team will be working around the clock to ensure we break the story first. Needless to say, I will expect your attendance tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. sharp. Have a pleasant evening, Alex. Shock turns to annoyance and then fury. What are you going to tell Sam? Excuse me. Sam comes downstairs, brimming with excitement. Kissing you, they grab the car keys from the dish and start to load your bags into the back. Ignore the message you need this weekend. Apologize for service. Look, if I've already filed the leave, I'm sorry. Message deleted. What was that? Comes a voice from behind you. Nothing important. You reply as you put on your coat, adrenaline coursing through your body. Grabbing Sam around the waist, you practically slam the front door. You might as well enjoy your time off. You're going to pay for it on Monday. Here it is, Monday. An unwelcome return. Excuse me. When you get to work Monday morning, you get some sour looks from exhausted colleagues. A note sits waiting for you. The immaculate script is blood red. I'm very disappointed, Vincent. Was it worth it? Dude, filed my leaves and suddenly you told me to go to work. A permission slip. Your son Charlie hovers at your elbows. Do you find yourself striving to achieve? Are you an active member of the team? Do you like reaping the benefits of cooperation? Join Advanced Go-Getters today. Forwards together. This doesn't sound like the youth club he told you about. Charlie grabs the flyer from you and thrusts a form into your hand. So I can walk there straight from school and Ben's sister can drop us home after. So you won't have to do anything. Let's see. Fine, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna sign it. Your son is thrilled. It's heartwarming to see him so passionate about becoming an active part of the community. This can only be a good thing. Day 98. Okay. Day 101. A free ticket. This story is pretty long. Okay. Some guys at work gave them to me. They can't go. Sam stands in front of you, brandishing 2 tickets. You see the title in bold letters. Alan James is right in front of you. I'm really unsure. What do you think? Shall we go? Free tickets are free tickets. Oh, this is the dude, the one with the book. Kept on selling his book, so Sam might get scammed. So the guy's on that job. Yeah, I'm sorry to say, but I can't see anywhere to scrap. Thank God, I was worried you were going to say yes. You decided to stay in and eat pizza. Alan James isn't worth your time. Middle of the road. Yeah, he was the one who kept on selling his a profitable partnership. After a particularly long day at work, you come home to find the post sorted into piles as Sam has taken to doing recently. Most of it is the usual rubbish, but a letter with the increasingly familiar Advanced logo in urgent, respond immediately, plastered on the front, in a correspondingly urgent red font grabs your attention. Best to get it over with. Dear Winston residents, this letter is to inform you that the Advanced government has taken another step forwards in the fight for equality. By nationalizing the largest private corporations, that's kind of bad. I know where this leads. Yeah. And redistributing their resources among the citizens of this great country, the Partnership Bonds Program ensures that wealth created by the people is delivered to the people. You don't remember this being in the manifesto. Every household will become a partner in 2 of 4 carefully selected institutions chosen by Advance for consistent high performance and financial security. Please note, all returns are based on public opinion and cannot be guaranteed. Excuse me. Please select one of the following: EOB, Eye of the Beholder Incorporated. Whether it's cosmetics, clothing, or couture, we see the beauty in all our customers. Neil's Deals Limited is always a steal from Crazy Neil. Pleasure Corporation, our business is your pleasure, from sport to travel or even just some you time. You can't pleasure without leisure. Okay, Remington's SVIST PLC, we're everywhere in everything. A worldwide company for a worldwide community. Let's go with this one. And for your second bond, please select one of the following. Let's see here. This one will most likely die first. Maybe Crazy Neil. Thank you for making your selection. Please return this form using the envelope provided. You'll receive a report from your partnerships in 3 to 6 working months. It seems even Advance can't defeat the quagmire of governmental bureaucracy. The future of the station is in partnership. Forwards together, Julius Salisbury and Peter Clement. That was them, the 2. Just how much influence could you have? Dude, you're the guy who's censoring stuff. He can literally destroy them. Day 153. Okay, this is it. Oh, yes, raining. But we have a satellite now, so that's something.
Good evening, Alex. It's Bozeman here, your boss. While you're powering up and getting the adverts loaded, I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other 2, so read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the advance advert, preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. Have a great show. Total pimp. My God, that weather looks nice.
Alright. I'll handle it, mate. 1, 2, 3,
Steve,
4.
Why are all men such pricks?
That well, eh?
Apparently he has a complicated relationship with his fate.
Crazy Neil.
Sorry, are you saying he chose his imaginary friend in the sky over you?
I don't know why I talked to you.
It probably is a really awful date.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks. Going in 5, 4,
All right.
3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious
such
symbol
a-
has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
After 3 months of
Symbols on the
record-breaking
National
approval
Bank.
ratings, could this be the daring first move of a silent resistance movement? And what would that mean as we go into the future?
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, doctors Ingrid Svorsborg Horgensvoord and David Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible options.
With 2 of the finest minds in science working together, hopes are still high for the eventual return of the team to dry land.
Without enough engineers to successfully fix their craft, the team seem likely to attempt to farm the cavern's ecosystem while they wait for rescue from above ground. I think I'll stick to risotto, Jeremy.
LaBeouf avoided. As the last Mr. Snugglehugs is found and destroyed, we ask, how could we have been so blind?
Fortunately, this station wisely chose not to advertise Mr. Snugglehugs, and the subsequent disappointing sales turned out to be a miracle, as only 7 children were horribly injured by the lethal toy. How much worse could it have been? Thankfully, we'll never know.
Julia Salisbury, who mobilised numerous government resources to recall the product immediately after the first blindings, said today that the new advance mark, which must be earned by all new products, will be a 100% ironclad guarantee of safety and quality.
Table for 2. Johnny Hamsleeves and Tiffany Lamour were spotted having a private moment out at lunch today.
3.
The popular couple have certainly been on a roller coaster since they started dating late last year, and this image is sure to place them firmly back in the tabloids.
All right, everyone likes a little bit of
On the verge
positivity
of the
here.
biggest celebrity wedding since professional wrestler Randy Grizzlenuts McFridge married his longtime tag team partner Tina Tiny Hands last year in a wrestling ring made entirely of cake.
Is this once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Remington's Fist CEO Sophia Remington
that's
today
our
announced
company.
a brand new product that already has the markets buzzing with interest.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was revealed earlier today, though its critics
Let's show the happy face
the young
on.
CEO can fulfill her promises.
Described as a breakthrough far ahead of its time, the male contraceptive pill is heralding a sexual revolution. Its fans are celebrating the fact that men can finally take equal responsibility for contraception, but others have expressed concerns over its safety and side effects.
With that exclusive Prime Ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own Patrick
7,
Bannon live at the
6,
first annual
5,
Sports Board final.
4,
You won't want to
3,
miss a second of tonight's
2. Buzzer moving. Interference. That's some bad interference. That's some bad interference. I like how the picture is the anniversary with the wife.
But first tonight, while Advance is certainly proving popular with the majority of the country, who've seen their wealth and standards of living increase considerably, for some, the transition has not been as pleasant.
That's right, Megan. The formerly aristocratic members of our society have had to make major adjustments to come to terms with the new regime.
Robin Short is in suburbia investigating rumours that these previously privileged people may be planning some kind of protest. Robin?
Thanks, Megan. I'm here
Perfect.
in moderate Hatching.
What the heck is that? It's so
Wentworth
small.
and Penelope Somerset Bentley, who were relocated to the house you see behind me after Advance passed the Assets and Wealth Act on their first day in office. Tell me, how are you settling into your new lives?
Well, quite frankly, Robin, we're not settling in at all. Our neighbours are whitewatters.
It's simply untenable.
I hope you'll forgive my language, but it's as steaming as a Wednesday hatch basket with too much spatting.
Steady now, Penelope. Sorry, Robin, my sister's under a lot of pressure. She had to dress herself this morning and she still hasn't quite recovered.
My goodness, that must have been quite a shock.
She really struggles with ribbons, Robin.
Well, at least you've been rehoused in a nice big house.
Big house? This grubby little gaddis spatch only has one staircase.
And the breakfast room and the dining room in the same bloody place. Imagine that. Having all one's grub in one room. One room, Robin.
One room,
So
Robin.
what would you say to the people that feel that your family has had it far too easy for far too long, and that these redistributions are both fair and just?
I hardly think we've had it easy for fussle's sake. Only one of our swimming pools was even heated.
But realistically, what can you do?
Well, you've asked the right bloody question, Robin.
Thank you, Wentworth. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason.
I think our toilet butler was from Swinstead. Dear George. Oh, I wonder what happened to him. I remember! Daddy tried to shoot him in the buttocks and he ran off into the woods.
Good time.
Alright.
No, that's probably my last happy memory, Robin.
Tempest.
Tragic, but what can you do?
We will rise and rebel.
Yes.
We wage war on our revolting rulers with righteous words and rebellious writings. Our best guess in our quest for redress is to divest our breasts and undress bare just protest.
Yes. Oh, what's that?
Daddy! Daddy, it's
Oh, please don't do that. We can't show this on the news.
Christ, you buggers! Tilly ho! Tilly! Get the dog!
Tilly's our mummy. She's proper cracked all off too.
He's laughing.
Well, at least you are showing some shame.
Okay.
At last! Somerset Bentley, glad to meet you. See, the protest has started already. Nice sharp work, boy.
Thanks, Daddy.
He gets that from me, you know.
And forgive me, what are you trying to achieve here?
We just want to be fudging well heard, that's all.
Language, Penelope. We are nude, not rude.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
We want the world to realise we won't roll over and run
Run
away.
away.
We will revolt. We will rise again.
Yes, we bloody well will. Spaff and piff pop.
What?
Stop doing that!
Hey! No, Daddy, how could you?
Shut up and get your
Well, Jeremy,
Okay.
Megan, as this embryonic protest movement takes one in the top legs, it's back here in the studio. I'm Robin Short, struggling surreptitiously in moderate hatchings.
Thanks, Robin. Well, that's certainly a story we want to be keeping an eye on, eh, Megan?
Speak for yourself there, Jeremy, but I've seen enough shaft work to last me a lifetime.
I'm sure you have. But can a naked protest movement ever really catch on? It doesn't seem like the way we do things in this country.
But as I'm sure you're aware, Jeremy, this country is becoming a very different place.
Yes, but seriously, who's going to run around naked in our weather?
Oh, hopefully not you, Jeremy.
No weather.
Yes, well, there wouldn't be enough canvas for the slogans.
When we come back, our very own Patrick Bannon will be live from the Sports Board Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back. Oh, sorry, I'm busting.
Oh. She's funny.
Yes, I know. I think it's...
Excuse me.
She wants your job.
She's welcome to it. Why is it raining on my desk?
No, we want to keep this
Alex,
guy.
Boozman, we're getting reports in that naked protesters might
Okay.
try and spoil the sports board final by waving their fleshy bits about.
Okay.
Try and make sure you don't broadcast it.
See.
6 p.m. for God's
Was
sake.
that bad?
No one wants to see fannies on the news. Boozman out.
Oh, was that bad? Okay, so what do you need to do? I need to move. Okay, I guess. Okay, I think I got it. It'll probably light up red if it's not allowed. Excuse me.
That's what it says.
Yes, I understand, but I always say welcome back.
I think we should just keep it as it is.
Well, of course you do. I've got one hack line.
What's that supposed to mean? I didn't write it, Jeremy.
That's all right, fine. Jenny, there's something wrong with the auto cue.
10 seconds.
Oh, I just felt a drip again. Have they not fixed this?
Want to see us fry? It's good for the ratings.
5.
It's good for the rating.
4. 3.
This guy knows.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolf.
Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy. But first, we're going now to our own Patrick Bannon, who a new game that's gripping the nation, Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan, you join me live here from the final of the first annual Sports Board Championship. It's been a hotly contested competition so far. I think it's fair to say these two have been dancing around each other all season. First up, we have Ellie Striker. She's the more experienced of our two players today. Striker has got an accuracy of 7, a danger rating of K, and a 12-month driving ban. Striker's known for her signature move, the Orangi Hamster. And facing her tonight, hoping to prove himself with a career record of 12 outs, 14 finishes, and a divorce pending, it's Mr. Wingspan himself, Tommy, the Fingernail Harris. Just waiting on the ref now. The slapping ceremony is taking part.
Okay. Oh, they're just gonna. This is a weird sport, but okay.
Striker, of course, first to start as she won the trivia round earlier on by some margin. Harris, perhaps the brawn and not the brains. Stupid.
Okay.
Eddie Striker.
All right, there we go.
Nice
Boom.
start there from Striker. She's determined not to let the nerves show. Not after last time. On to Mr. Harris now. Tommy. Using his arm to pick up the ball.
All right. So I'll just look at the green stuff there if it's green.
Not a bad shot there from Harris.
Okay.
Back to Striker.
All right, all right.
Shot number 3. All right. She's gone to sort of throwing it under her legs.
All right.
Not bad if you ask me.
All right, all right.
Bit of business with the ref, but it got sorted out.
All right.
Back to Harris now. A ball in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. I'd say that's fair, but what do I know?
Okay.
Oh no, and Harris is not going to be happy with that. So really not a good start there from Harris in round 1. We can only hope that round 2 treats him a bit better. But first, of course, after the argument with the ref section, it's time to change ends. Now we have the ceremonial changing of the ends. And of course now they go back to the starting positions, as that makes sense.
All right. Wait, they just what?
Striker giving it large. Winter round 2 now with Harris. Okay. She
Okay.
seems to have some sort of streak on the pitch. Apologise if we broadcast any of that stuff. She appears to have slogans across her breasts and arse.
Okay.
Try and ignore all of that. Security, I'm sure we're going to take them out as soon as possible.
No.
If we broadcast any of that, as I said, we're going to get the situation resolved
No.
as soon as possible. They're trying to carry on play, but it's proving a bit difficult, and I'm struggling to follow because it's quite an eyesore. And women's body, yeah. All right, great. Okay, so back into round 2 now, and Harris absolutely determined to
Okay.
close that massive gap. Eddie Striker.
All right.
Yeah, it's just some of the tightest play I've seen ever. Harris. And was that the fetid thumb screw? We haven't seen this out since the heats. What a brilliant move. Back to Striker. And we know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That is, of course, the ground sound.
Oh, okay. What the heck is this sport?
Excellent bit of
Sounds
play here on both sides of the bucket.
interesting.
I don't know about you at home, but I'm finding the technical mastering display here absolutely blooming jaw-dropping.
Okay.
The ref has spotted something in Harris's neck or head. And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start there for Tommy Harris. But he is a late bloomer, of course, I've always said that. And after all, it is a game of 2 halves, 4 rounds and several subgenres. But now, of course, it's time for the half-time show. Sponsored by Remington's Fist.
Okay.
Must be some music here to start the half-time show. Okay, another posh protester loose on the court here. We can only apologise for that.
No.
We'll do our best to shield you from having to look directly at it. Is running around here with his genitals on display for all to see.
Okay, let's go to 1.
And ruining what was shaping up to be quite the dancing to there. Now he's thrusting himself in Harris's face. Security's on it. And the bucket has been knocked over.
No, 2. Oh God.
I cannot stand it when the bucket gets knocked over.
You can't go 4.
Taken out now. Genitals flying around for all to see. Really, if you ask me, not Sunday morning.
Okay.
And out of there, hopefully taken away, never to be seen again.
Okay. Okay, stream still healthy.
And a lovely finish there on both sides of the bucket. I wouldn't like to call that one. And as we head into round 3, I'd love to know what's going on in these two players' heads. But unfortunately, because of science, we can't.
Okay.
Not bad. Well, that ball boy's giving me the eye all day. I don't know what's going on there. Striker there, not a great start. She looks a bit flustered, I think, after all that swinging around. Back to Harris here. God, what I wouldn't give to be that ball. I'm all right, ladies. Tommy Harris.
That's such.
And it dribbled down his arm, which is actually a really good move, because of course if it dribbles down his arm and goes on the floor, it's not going in the bucket. Back to striker. And striker's gone for the animal bonus there, but of course perhaps. And yes, Harris has counted with a tiny bell. That is wonderful.
What kind of sport is this? Interesting.
Gutted. What a mug. That could have been the clincher. What a massive shame. Harris to serve now. Harris, of course, undefeated by Kestrel in his last 4 battles.
Okay.
Here we go. Tommy Harris. That's all right. Not bad.
The sport is weird but interesting.
Very clever there.
I can see how. I don't know.
Caution from the referee, who's being, if you ask me, a little bit harsh. Ellie Striker.
I like it. I mean, it's a weird sport, but
the nerves came to her.
I see random channels showing this because it's weird.
Okay, like, I mean, this is a mess now.
Ah.
I don't know what I can be doing.
Oh, no.
I mean, a sort of breast and genitals.
2. We lost some viewers there.
I mean, there's only so much you can do. They're sort of everywhere, aren't they? All right, I'll try and carry on. The players are trying
what
to
the heck?
Of course, it's difficult because these protesters hopefully we can get them taken off soon so we can carry on with the match. What's going on here? Yes.
We want our money.
Yes, very good. Take them away. Bloody wasters. Absolute wasters.
Okay.
Oh, jog on!
Okay. I think we've prevented it.
Okay, and now we're going to go into the final round. And of course, as it's a Tuesday, the final round is a mime round. Who could believe it?
This is difficult, yo. What the heck?
Nice
crazy.
There from,
it's like happening in real time.
Really high level play here from 2 absolute juggernauts of the sport. The bucket getting moved back to its proper place. About time, if you ask me.
Need to reach high level.
She's juggling it around from her hands. And she's put it in her mouth like as if it was an egg. And now she's spat it out. She did the egg spit. So a wonderful move there, quite late on.
The sport
from striker.
It's weird, but strangely intriguing.
Bonnet, like a car bonnet.
What?
Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef. And he's peeling it as if it were a banana, which is an interesting move. Not sure if he hasn't had his potassium or what's going on today.
With Harris. The sport.
And he's throwing it. And the banana was the ball! What a fantastic move there from Harris. Unfortunately,
it's somehow interesting.
What a pathetic. There we go, Jeremy. That is over. How can he look his 8-year-old son in the face tonight? What a lump. We just have to wait for the referee now to announce it to make sure it is all official. Contestants in, please.
Okay. Wait, what? That dropped so fast.
Of the first annual Sports Board Championship is
what?
Everyone!
Okay, the referee agreed once again.
Oh, we stayed too long. I think we were supposed to do reaction shots.
Sports Board Championship. I'm going to be celebrating tonight with my
2.
wife and children.
I didn't know we were supposed to do reaction shots here too.
Here come the on-site security to collect their medals, their 6th and 7th respectively. And thanks again for watching the Sports Board Championships. What more is there to say? I'm Patrick Bannon. Looking forward to celebrating tonight. And all I always have to say, Jeremy, is back to you in the studio.
Patrick Ballinder had an extraordinary final.
Historic sports board, Jeremy.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Oh, yeah, I can wrench a doubler with the best of them, I'll have you know.
I certainly wouldn't bet against you.
When we come back, I'll be talking live with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, who apparently have a big
Did I break
announcement
anything?
you wouldn't want to miss.
That's coming up after these messages.
1 minute back.
Fucking microphone struck me.
What?
Fucking microphone just struck me. Where's that sound guy?
Everything okay?
Oh, the mics are just trying to kill us now, apparently.
You'll be fine. You're unshockable.
I'm immune to your cheap flattery.
I'm wearing you down.
Boozman again. Just heard from the chaps in maintenance that this storm is causing a power surge. Some of your controls might be a bit dangerous. Now I know you're tough and you can take the odd shock for the sake of a perfect news broadcast, but too many in quick succession can stop the old ticker. I'm sure you'll make the right decisions. Boozman out.
Actually.
You're gonna need a whole new lining up there. Triple C, wouldn't you?
We'll look into it.
It's so good to see you again.
Miss Wolfe, your star seems to be in the ascendant.
It's a great time to be alive.
Too bloody right, Peter Clement.
Megan Wolfe.
My, but that's a firm handshake you've got there.
She's tougher than she looks. Am I here?
Here, with Mr. Clement on your left.
Right you are, pet.
Okay.
Your seat.
10 seconds, everybody.
No, mine's fine. Have you had a little accident?
Jeez, you cow.
5, 4, 3.
1.
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Ministers.
Oh, please, it's just Julia. We're delighted to be here.
Well, firstly, I should ask how you feel
Oh,
about
no.
graffiti that's been springing up across the capital. Should we be worried?
Oh, no, you definitely shouldn't be worried.
Well, not unless you've got a fatal paint allergy anyway.
But yes, it does seem that there are still some people we haven't been able to help.
You know, whingers.
Yet benefit from the many advantages of the new future.
And you know, Megan,
These
as
buttons
my
are
old
shocking
pal
me.
used to say, there are some pissants who just don't know how to be happy.
So many
We're
stuff
working hard
happening.
to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open.
Someone's dripping on me.
But we didn't come here to talk about what may yet turn out to be some alternative arts project.
Which we no doubt will have funded.
When we want to talk to the nation about something far more exciting.
Yes, your office briefed us that you have an announcement to make, but they were being surprisingly secretive about it.
Let me ask you a question, Megan.
Oh, okay, it's not usually how it works, but...
What scares you? I mean, really scares you?
It's death, pet. She's talking about death.
We're all afraid of our deaths. It's part of being human.
Sorry, are you saying that Advance have cured death?
That'll be a vote winner. Yep, that was definitely a drop there.
But while we may not have cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less scary.
And much less painful and much less expensive. Look, which is me close-up camera,
Oh,
pet?
sorry, it's camera 4 right there.
When I was 13, my mum came and got me from school. He had to go to the hospital. My granddad, he collapsed that morning, so we'd all to say our goodbyes.
Two.
And I went in to see him. We were all frail and pale. I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before,
1,
and he'd been fit as
2,
fiddle.
3.
He said to me, Peter, he said, it's the right. I don't ever want to be a burden to the people I love.
Was that the last time you saw him?
Nope. 3 days later, we were back home. He lived with us for 9 miserable years after that. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode, so he'd just take a shit right there in the house while we were watching football. He wouldn't even wait till half time.
What the heck?
Oh,
This lightning.
It was awful. Awful for us. And this is the point. It were awful for him.
Okay.
You could see it was destroying me.
What the heck? The lightning literally appeared. This is...
To turn off his breathing equipment at night, but she couldn't. Or she wouldn't. It were a crime, you see. And she didn't want to lose the children, as well as her old man.
No family should have to suffer like Peter's did.
Oh no!
And now no family will have to. The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
The transition centres will handle
This is so
everything
bad.
for your last days. The legal,
Oh no, our
financial,
stream.
medical and
Okay,
emotional
so a
costs
bit
are all
healthy.
catered for and paid for.
There's so much
by
stuff
the
I'm watching
government.
now.
So even the poorest citizen gets to pass on with dignity when they choose.
And that choice is important. This is a service only for people who choose it. The people who feel they run their course and don't want to burden themselves or their families with a slow, long, humiliating decline into an
This man has just given me an electric shock.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I think it's from my asshole.
Are you still on the air, Peter?
Yes, sorry. My apologies. Oh.
Are you not worried that this new system might be open to abuse?
In what way?
Sorry, I've got sacked again. Can I get a little bit of help here? Please.
What the heck?
The older generation might feel somewhat
Jesus, a royal face, fucker. That one was massive. Right, no, this bastard's coming off.
The older generation might
The
feel
censoring.
somewhat coerced.
Coerced into spending their final days eating gourmet food and drinking fine wine and luxury spas and gardens.
Look, I am perfectly capable of my grandmother with a rusty twat by
Prime Minister, please watch your language.
Okay.
Go get yourself sorted out.
Right.
Okay.
We're launching a government information film tonight. It should tell your viewers everything they need to know.
You do move at a breathless pace. It's hard to believe you've yet to be in office a year.
Oh, Megan, we're only getting started.
And on that note, thank you both so much for being here. Jeremy.
Yes, that's all we have time for tonight. Thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to
all the winners
at the Sports Board final. And we'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. If you can, have a peaceful night.
Good job, everybody.
What the heck is this?
Just
the same, sir.
I don't suppose there's any way this could be a good thing.
It's my nephews.
Did we die?
I stopped the leak.
Did we just die? Question mark. The lockdown. What? What is this?
Alex, oh thank God you're alive. It's Jenny,
The floor
manager. Are you okay? Alex, you need to get it together. Look at the broadcast screen.
Okay. What's happening?
That's all we've been putting out since you went down. You have to fix it, now. Look left, Alex, out the window. See? They're all over
What
it,
the
you
heck?
bastards. You're going to need a full charge to clear that many off. Hold
What the
down
heck is that?
button until it's fully charged. Then release it to zap the little fuckers.
What is that? What are those?
Excellent, Alex. We're broadcasting again. They must have built up while you were napping. Usually it only takes a tap on the button to clear one.
What the heck was that?
There's a lone one climbing now. Zap it off before it starts to mess up the signal again. Right. That seems to be the last of them. For now. Right. We're about a minute out. Get the adverts loaded up. I've got to deal with my pet idiot. And Alex, keep your ears open. You'll hear them climbing up the tower. Don't let them build up.
In 3 moments, we'll be going live at the National Nightly News.
Occupational internal use only.
This has no credibility, Jenny. No professionalism. It's not a mess. Everything is where it should be. It's ramshackle and characterful, and I'd expect you to know the difference.
What the heck's happening?
Of course Megan's place looked lovely, but I can't see it, can I?
Thanks, Jenny. How's lock-in with the boyfriend going?
Decided to take his chances on the wild streets, eh? Rather than endure another
What the
romantic
heck was
comedy.
that? What was that?
Jeremy, Jenny says your hair looks stupid.
Yes, I can hear her.
She says she's not talking to you.
Yes, I know, I can hear her.
Shall I count us in?
Make it so.
Okay, 10 seconds. Break a leg, everyone.
Preferably a furry one.
5, 4,
happening?
3.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. Our main stories tonight.
Snugglehugs, It's been almost 5 weeks since all the Mrs. Snugglehugs toys woke up simultaneously in factories worldwide and began searching for their husbands. The Mr. Snugglehugs we had so short-sightedly destroyed. And now, as this photograph suggests, they may be changing tactics.
Built to surprisingly traditional gender stereotypes, the Mrs. Snugglehugs have been arming themselves with a variety of household implements. All the more reason to make sure that cat flap is taped up good and tight.
This frightening new development means that even those previously thought to be relatively safe, like the young and fit, must take care to watch their backs.
So the Snugglehugs are dangerous.
For the soft steps of sinister feet.
Going stir crazy, with no signs of Mrs. Snugglehugs' batteries running out, and the government lockdown now in its 31st day, domestic relationships across the country are taking some unexpected turns.
Dramatic reports are beginning to emerge of uncharacteristically bold behaviour in homes across the country. And we're not talking about the model planes that occupy so much time in the Donaldson household.
With dating options limited, many house sharers, in particular students, are finding solace in co-tenants they previously rejected as unfuckable, indulging in an activity that has become known as snuggle tugging.
Going it alone, popular crustacean Johnny Hamsleeves
many
is back
stuff.
in the news today as this astonishing photograph that he leaked himself shows exactly how he's been spending his lockdown.
It seems that when the lockdown was announced, Johnny's long-term partner, Tiffany Lamour, was busy in the capital preparing her new show, Chocolate Clit Bombs, for its now postponed grand opening. Let's hope the exhibits don't melt.
Being locked in alone seems to have made poor Johnny realise the empty pointlessness of the professional sportsman's existence. A life that, while no longer bringing great wealth, still offers vacuous conversation, narcissistic wives, and an utter lack of social importance. Let's hope he doesn't run out of toilet paper for those tears.
The shape of things to come? In their own version of a lockdown for more than 45 years now, the descendants of Doctors David Wong and Ingrid Sporsborgen-Horgensvoord and their unfortunate team today managed to get a personal statement to the surface using fragilized imaging equipment.
Many of the Sporsborgen-Horgens brood, as they've come to be known, have certainly captured the public imagination, with a recent vote naming Helvetica Sporsborgen-Wongensvoord the most likely to survive a massive electric shock.
Helvetica Sporsborgen-Wongensvoord here with a little update from Dante's Taint. This year's going to be our biggest ever harvest and autumn's just 2 weeks away. Or at least that's what we think. There's no real day or night down here and all the clocks broke a long time ago, but if our calculations are right, we think that for you up there it is Wong's Day the 4012th of Jamboree, or as you call it, Pismouth Day. Or possibly Boxing Day if we're a bit out. So, happy Pismouth! I hope you get all the presents you asked for left under the Pismouth fee. I'm hoping to complete my collection of rocks. See you in September. Helvetica out.
We don't need to maximum
It's
that
hard to
thing.
believe they've been down there so long now.
You just need to press it once.
But as everyone knows, time moves differently underwater, Jeremy. That's why goldfish are so stupid.
That's right. And as anyone will tell you, the deeper the bowl,
the thicker the goldfish.
There's no denying the logic of that.
Class war, a worrying turn today for the formerly rich as ever more punishing measures are announced, Alex.
With the country becoming ever more hostile to the previously wealthy, those who managed to skip the country must be very grateful to the people who help them right now.
This programme has received reports of rich relatives on the run actually being filled with helium and released into the stratosphere. If those rich bastards think they're above the rest of us, why not give them a hand in getting there, Jeremy?
And Advance speaks out. With the snuggle struggle proving a test to governments around the world, Advance HQ released a curious statement this afternoon.
In the accompanying release, they asked us to stress that they have been listening and that this should be taken as a response to how the people really feel.
We've certainly done our bit on this show to contribute to the political climate. But let's not forget, how we behave in our home lives is what really matters.
Let's hope it's not just me who filled out that questionnaire, Jeremy, or we're all in trouble.
Let's play that statement.
With tragedy of heart and great despair, I come before you with grave news to share. For since he left to fight,
This is faster, just clicking it. Man, this is taking like concentration.
You'll recall how daily from his home he'd gallop boldly forward on his
so
horse,
much stuff
that
happening.
whitened mare with fur like porcelain, upon which he would tread his well-trod course. 'Twas on this mare he stumbled on a hive of dreadful snuggle-huggedness contained. He bravely drew his sword
So
and
much
ventured
stuff.
in, intent to fight till all within was slain. And soon, but soon, there came upon that place the bodyguards assigned him by the state, whom daily he did deign to give the slip.
We even have
And
a.
thus they did arrive a moment late. From deep within the hive they heard him roar.
Okay.
His blade, the rusty twat basher, raised hell. Yet with a cry of "fuck my arse" that saw beneath the toilet papered mounds, he fell. Oh, what a fall was there, my citizens. Then I and you and all the team fell down, while tiny voices laughed from deep beneath.
Okay.
Who cursed that much beloved reckless fool that weighed his pride against purple fur-clad teeth?
The heck? She made a poem.
If only he had shuttered
That's a
up
poem.
his doors, his windows boarded safe and
That's
waxed
sick.
his floors. If only he had taken our advice and helped the team by staying safe indoors.
Mr. Snugglehugs.
Oh, woe that he should meet such bitter end. My laughter and my confidant. My friend. Thank you.
So they're also on lockdown.
Delectable stuff.
Later tonight, Jeremy will be catching up with brave roving reporter Patrick Bannon, while I check in with two friends of the programme who find themselves stranded at opposite ends
Okay.
of the country.
And then, in part 3, there's going to be a quiz. Presumably because there's nothing more important going on that you might like to report on if you were, say, a news programme.
And in a moment, we'll both be asking
Okay.
Sophia Rimington how such a trusted brand can have made such a terrible manufacturing mistake.
With what it describes here as help from popular psychic scientist
Okay,
Lily
four.
Lywell.
Oh, I like
Six.
her.
Don't why do you do that?
Four.
That's all coming
Three.
up on tonight.
National Nightly News.
Okay. Okay. This is taking lots of concentration, this game, but it's somehow fun. Mr. Snugglehugs Lockdown Special.
First tonight, how did we get here? Where are we going? And most importantly, who's to blame?
Joining us from her ranch in Arlingsfield, Millkirky is the CEO of Rimington's Fist, internationally respected business Svengali, Sophia Rimington.
Thank you for having me, Megan. I'm a huge fan of your work.
And from a crystal healing laboratory, what I assume is a garage in Upper
Okay.
Lowington, inexplicably renowned psychic scientist, Dr. Delia Lywell. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Sorry, us?
Myself and the eminent professors.
Is that what you call the voices in your head?
I've always seemed to attract dead scientists. I don't really know why.
The money?
They express themselves to me through ethereal algebra and quadratic predictions. It's all very technical.
No, it isn't.
I concur. Miss Remington, the entire Snugglehugs range will surely go down as the biggest public relations disaster in history, won't it?
Well, of course, that's one world record we would never have thought to claim.
What can you say at a time like this?
There is only one thing that can be said. I'm sorry. We're sorry. From everyone here at Rimington's Fist, but especially the dedicated inventors and world-beating engineers at Rimming Toys, we are deeply, deeply sorry. Who could have predicted that letting a child's toy learn how to love could have such unforeseen consequences?
Mary Shelley?
We see you, Sophia Rimington.
No.
You are preening by a metal vessel, and where you venture, you will see neither land nor sky.
Is that supposed to be the future?
Only the past is concrete. I remember being a child in my grandpa's workshop when he made the first dancing hanging toy.
No!
He put it by
Get
my
away.
bed, and when I couldn't sleep, I'd wind it up and let it go, and I'd watch that happy little execution of just wiggle and wave his tiny noose
Two,
and dance
three.
before my eyes. Grandpa sold thousands of them, on the quiet, obviously.
Okay.
And he used the money he made to
Man,
found
this is
Rimming
taking
Toys,
like-
which is now
This
just
is
one
crazy.
small part
Oh my
of
gosh!
the global
It's also
supermassive
moving.
megacore that is Remington's Fist.
What the heck?
Sadly, we lost Grandpappy along the way. He died in a fire at the preschool tobacco
What the heck? It's
factory,
also moving.
another one of his pet projects. But we never lost his
What
spirit
is
of
this?
invention.
Yes, I'm not entirely certain what your grandfather's offensive toys
What
have
is
to do
this?
with the current predicament.
The spirit of invention, Mr. Donaldson.
What the heck?
The passion to create, to problem solve. And that is why I'm here today, to tell you about a brand new product we're launching simultaneously around the world from midnight tonight.
Woo! We said science! Science! We hear its song on the breeze, its breath on the wind, its fart under the covers.
Different.
How does she do it?
Well, please don't keep us in suspense any longer.
It won't be my future she's making up next.
Remington's Fist is proud to present Snuggle Traps.
Oh no.
Safety and security in these dangerous times. Each box of Snuggle Traps contains 8 devices, all guaranteed to stop a Mrs. Snugglehugs in its tracks. That's enough for a small lawn or 4 window boxes. And you want to know the best thing? They're only $129.99 a box. Now that is affordable peace of mind.
We see you, Jeremy Donaldson.
Not now, honey, I'm mid-pitch. The best thing about Snuggle Traps is they're powered by next generation Flardinium batteries. So, however long the enemy lasts, these traps will outlast them.
We see you, Mr. Donaldson. You are screaming and yelling. Your friends are crying. They fear you. And then you're gone.
Oh my god, I just got chills. Did anyone else just get chills then?
I think I did.
I think it's more concerned. I think I'd be more concerned about these traps. Quickly, before we go to the break, these appear to be attractively repackaged landmines. Aren't they dangerous, say, to children?
Oh, hell yeah. These are not toys, but they're explosive fun.
Okay.
Sophia Remington.
I'd buy it.
Delia Lowell, thank you for joining us.
When we come back, we'll be taking a look at the situation across the country tonight.
Don't go away. We'll be back after these bandages.
Was that all right?
Always a book to be
yes,
made.
Doctor, that was exactly what
Of
we did.
course.
She seems very nice, that young Miss Remington.
I think she'd make an interesting dinner guest.
Do you think so? I think I'd rather spend the evening shoving Delia's sacred crystals up my skeptical arsehole.
Excuse me.
Hello, mate. It's Dave. You're not going to believe this, but I've decided to come home.
Dave.
Listen, I'll call you back at the next break and we can talk about how I get me job back.
What?
Cheers,
Dave lost
Alex.
his job.
See you, mate.
We got an E. There was no break. We're just going dead ahead of this. This is also with the new. This is the latest content, the lockdown content that.
Yeah, well, it's been a long time coming.
That.
Yeah, exactly. You said it. I've said it. He must know. He's
The
not
developers
stupid.
made that released.
I just don't want it getting back to him that it came from us. Hey, no, Jenny. You're not backing out on me now. We're in this together. It's gonna work. We'll get him. Okay, you're on the balloons. I've got no idea how old he is. 40? 17? Yeah, ready. Okay, coming back. In 5, 4, 3... Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Roof. Now it's time to take a trip around the country to hear how the lockdown might impact the nation from some friendly faces. Joining me are respected academic Katie Brightman and author of Alan James's Kites, Alan James. Thank you for joining me.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right.
Thanks, Megan. It really is a pleasure, Katie. I enjoyed our little heated encounter.
I wish I could say the same.
So first off, Katie, how are you coping?
I'm holding up okay. The lockdown directive was so sudden that, like many people, I haven't been able to get home.
Oh no, what happened?
I was staying at a hotel after an international policy convention, and we had a particularly
Get away.
heavy night out. You know what economists are
2,
like.
3.
Notoriously hate splitting the bill.
And I overslept, and as you can imagine, I've been here ever since. But there are certainly people much worse off than me.
Exactly. My tour has been cancelled indefinitely, and I've had to refund every single
1,
ticket, even
2,
the cheap
3.
seats.
Oh, Alan, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, people are being quite rude about it. They don't seem to realise I've already spent it filling the beach house with beef.
The crisis claims yet another victim.
So, this is just a reminder that my book, Alan James is Right, is now available in paperback.
Unbelievable.
What was that?
You're unbelievable.
So, Katie, how do you think this might affect the economy? Should we be
Economy.
worried?
Very, Megan. Not to sound, but this could be catastrophic.
Sorry.
Unemployment has skyrocketed, and
Frankly, it will be a miracle if a lot of businesses can survive this.
There you go, scaremongering again, spreading this latest liberal hoax. That's what they want. They want us
Why is it
quiet.
live?
They want us compliant. And they want us inside.
A hoax? How on earth can you say that, Alan?
Well, I haven't actually seen one of these supposed toys. Have you?
Well, no, but...
Did you know 3,000 people die every year from regular toys?
Oh no!
You're just as likely to be hunted down by a yo-yo or a tennis racket.
He makes an excellent and persuasive point, Katie.
Don't listen to her, Katie. The press are the enemy of truth.
She's agreeing with you, Alan, you absolute shit!
Well, then I must be wrong.
Alan, are you now recanting your statement that these toys aren't dangerous?
Okay.
People are saying they're just like normal toys, and that simply isn't true. Corrupt media lies.
No.
And Katie, how do you respond to Alan's claims that Mr. Snugglehugs might be dangerous after all?
I suppose I guess I'm agreeing with him.
Thank you, Katie. I appreciate your support.
So confusing, this game, but it's fun.
The situation will all blow over, but it won't.
Yes, right, exactly. We need decisive action from the government. We need huge financial support to protect our workers
Donaldson's
and our
eating a sandwich.
We need to support the vulnerable, and we need
to repent. Exactly right, Katie. We brought it on ourselves with all our liberal indulgences like art, cake, and healthcare. We need to act now and begin sacrificing our firstborns, or to push a beloved family.
Absolutely, Alan. If we can all successfully come together as a community and perform the ritual, hopefully we will appease the great ancient. Katie, could it be any worse?
Luckily, over the past few years under Advance, they've invested heavily into health, so the system can actually bear the strain.
Is it lucky that the Llama Lords have unleashed a horde of man-made monsters on its own people to conceal the enemy within?
Llama Lords.
Will you just stop for 5 fucking seconds?
The Global Alliance of Fish People are amassing an army. Amassing an army to kidnap
Love it. That's you. That's what you sound like.
But I don't sound like that.
Yes, you do.
You do, Alan. You do sound like that.
And that's why no one wants to be your friend.
I've got loads of friends.
No, you haven't.
I don't think you do, Alan.
Yeah, stop lying, Alan.
Not lying. You are.
Oh, good one.
He's crying.
Well, I'm telling.
Alan James,
Alan, you know,
Katie Brightman, thank you for
They're
joining
in the
me.
same room.
Some real food for thought there from two of the territory's leading minds. Any moment now, I'll be heading over to Jeremy, who is going to be bringing us an up-to-the-minute report
Yes.
of the status of
You didn't even get to eat the
the
sandwich.
nation. Over to you, Jeremy.
Thank you for what I'm sure was a reasonable debate which really contributed to the national conversation. Next, out on the streets, someone who's always doing exactly that. It's Patrick Brannan. Are you there, Patrick?
Hello, Jeremy. Yes, hello. I'm here. I'm here
Perfect.
live.
Our stream's healthy again.
Today. Couldn't find any cameramen or women brave enough to come and join me, so I'm out here on my own.
Right, and can you tell us what it's like out there?
Yep, I can. It's as you can see behind me, the streets are currently completely deserted. But my question, Jeremy, is just how long? I mean, could there be danger lurking just around the corner, waiting to end the fledgling career of this young, promising journalist before his full potential is even realised?
1, 2.
Will he die, underappreciated by management, and frankly, if you ask me,
Got a 10-second rule, you know.
I don't think there's any danger of that, Patrick. What's that on your jacket there?
Oh, that's actually a sponge. What I've done here is made a snuggle-proof jacket, Jeremy.
Okay.
The network didn't bother sending me any PPE, so I've been forced to improvise. In fact, showing the sort of resourcefulness that would make me an ideal candidate for, I don't know, for example, an anchor position starting whenever they'd like.
From your point of view, Patrick, just how safe are our streets?
Not safe at all, Jeremy. Not safe at all.
Okay.
I recommend people staying inside, following government advice, and not putting themselves at any risk at all. Unless, of course, like me, it's for groundbreaking journalism reasons.
Mm-hmm. And just where are you, Patrick?
I'm in the street, on the street.
On the street.
Which street?
I think I'm struggling to hear you actually, Jeremy. There.
Which street? Which street are you on?
Oh, which street am I on? Oh god. I'm just looking for a sign. There it is. Bannon Avenue.
Bannon Avenue.
Yep.
Bannon Avenue.
Yeah, no, I can hear you fine. Yep, I'm on Bannon Avenue on the sign. It says there.
Like Patrick Bannon.
Oh yeah, that's strange. That's a weird sign. I don't know what's going on there.
Where are you really?
I'm on Bannon. Alright, fine. I'm not on Bannon Avenue. I'm home, to be honest. Alright, fine. Well, I'm in my bathroom technically, but you know, I couldn't face it.
One,
mate.
two,
it's,
three.
You know, it's terrible out there. I don't want to go outside. They're everywhere. I'm sorry for lying.
We don't expect any less of you, Patrick.
You hear that sound? What the hell's that?
I can, yes. I'm no expert, Patrick, but it sounds unmistakably like a tiny fist tapping on your door there.
Oh, fuck, it does. Oh, fuck, Jeremy, shit, no! Oh, bollocks.
Perhaps there's a small queue of tiny fists, each wielding a different gendered household implement, ready to bash in the heads of lying little roving reporters.
No, you're lying, aren't you? Oh, shit, fucking, listen to me, you bastards! If you're out there, just piss off, you little fucking snuggle fuck! I'm too tired.
The censor.
Oh, what the fucking hell?
Censoring.
Okay, it's fine.
He's hiding.
Don't worry, Patrick. I'd say you've got a few seconds before they break their way in there and finish you off. What do you see, Patrick?
Oh, the real.
Thank you, Patrick, for that report, showing the
Patrick's
nation,
gone, yo.
and more importantly, management, just where you belong. It's time for another break, but when we come back, we'll be happy to take your mind off the world for a little while, and who knows, maybe even bring you a few smiles. Join us after this. You're damn right.
What?
Yeah, I had them delivered.
Something broke in.
To Bannon Avenue.
Oh no. Oh no, the sun's yellow. Oh no.
Captain's down, worse, chef's down and we're out of rum. Not sure I'm gonna make it to sobriety or dry land. If I had a missus, I'd ask you to tell her that I love her, but to be honest, I'm kind of pissed
Oh
my life
no.
away, mate. Still, at least I'm outdoors, eh?
This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. One of them got in. Is that what he's saying? Is that what Dave is saying? Oh, we're gonna get crushed.
No, I'm not.
Okay, we just booped them.
I don't have to. No, you're being a child.
You just have to bump.
I'm not.
We just have to bump it
I'm
in the
not.
head.
I'm not. No? No? Oh, 5, 4, 3. Welcome back to the National Nightly. Well, welcome back anyway. We know isolation isn't easy, so finally tonight we have something a bit different for you. Even though some people felt it's not our job to entertain the public with absolute nonsense, other, more important people overruled those people. So it's time to find out who will National Nightly win.
4, 3,
and
2,
who will National Nightly
1,
lose.
0.
So, how do we play? Well, joining me as a man who knows all about playing, it's Tommy Harris. Hello, Tommy.
All right, Johnny. It's good to see ya.
And how are you finding the lockdown, Tommy?
What do you mean lockdown?
The enforced isolation of everyone in the country.
Ah, yeah. I think I heard about that, actually, yeah.
I think I heard about that.
You're in bed, Tommy.
Yes, you called during nap time, so...
Of course, that's my fault. So, why don't you tell us how the game is played?
Well, it's pretty simple, Jeremy, you sausage. I'm going to ask contestants from around the territory 3 questions about what else.
Yours truly.
And those people are going to get a chance to win a very special prize.
And what are they playing for, Tommy?
Drum roll, please. Jeremy.
Oh.
Thank you. This.
Okay.
Is that... What is that?
It's my athletic support, Jeremy.
Oh.
But I've signed it, so...
Oh, well then, what a fantastic prize.
Have we got anybody waiting to win this once-in-a-lifetime prize, Jimmy?
I believe we have Angie on the line. How do you feel about winning this man's old pants, Angie?
I've never been so excited, Jeremy. And can I just say, I love you. Both of you.
Well, you've said it now, haven't you?
Oh, Angie, I love you. In a way. Tell us about yourself, Angie.
Well, what can I say? My name is Angie. Always has been. I'm a human woman, and my dental hygiene has been described as acceptable.
Brilliant! Right, well, shall we get this shambles underway?
Absolutely, John. Can I get 30 seconds on the clock, please?
We haven't got a clock.
Yeah, I did ask for a clock. So,
well, why don't you start, and I'll stop you when it inevitably becomes unbearable to watch.
I love it. All right, here we go. Time starts now. Question 1. When is my birthday?
The 13th of August at 7:19 a.m.
Does she know the exact time?
Absolutely correct.
Does she know the
Question
exact
2. What? I said, what is my favourite colour?
Crushed praline 4.
Correct. The colour of my nipples. And finally, Angie dear, what is my star sign?
That's a trick question. You were born outside of the human understanding of the cosmos.
Unbelievable. That is correct. Stop the clock.
Wow, that really was tough to watch. How did you do, Tommy?
Well, Angie, my love, you got every single question right. Which of course means you lose and win absolutely nothing. Thanks for playing, Angie. Bye. Do we have another contestant on the line at Jelly Bean?
We do indeed. We should have Sonia Artleach. Are you there, Sonia?
Of course I am, Jamie, darling.
Thank you for being here, Sonia.
Oh, you are Tommy. Mwah.
Let me guess, you work in theatre, don't you?
I mean, that's 4. Oh no.
Obvious? What gave it away? Was it
This is taking so much concentration, this game. I was not expecting this.
It certainly wasn't your inherent sense of humility.
No, get away.
Tell us about yourself, Sonia.
I almost died.
Oh, well, if you must play this game. I am a theatrical agent. I represent the likes of Rudy Beefman, Samuel
1,
Coffeecup,
2,
Jodie
3.
Carpetburn, among
Get away. What?
She's turned off the trip switch, Alex.
and border cinemas, but
The
they
heck?
won't get me that easily.
How are you managing without any work?
Due to a savvy clause in all of my artist contracts, I am able to claim my 15% from their unemployment benefit.
Wow, that
Oh, no.
certainly is sharp.
I'm getting confused. There's so many things happening.
And can I ask, where are you speaking to us from?
Well, I work from home, you know, to keep costs down.
And who's this?
Oh, well, you know, when they gave the order, I was actually mid-meeting with a client, so we've been isolated together.
No fucking way!
What the fucking fuck?
Is that Tommy Harris? I'm a huge fan. Can I just tell you how bloody brilliant you are?
Actually, Jeff, we're about to play a game, aren't we, Tommy?
We've got time,
Well, if it's not too bold, I think I am in love with you, Mr. Harris.
No, it's not.
Hey, I'd love to show you some of my stuff. I've been working on some new
stuffed toy.
Well, at least you're already aware.
During lockdown, we've been workshopping some of Jeff's ideas for much younger children, haven't we?
People still let you know their children, do they?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I've been developing some shows for younger children.
This is...
Well, we'd love to
I
see
accidentally
it, wouldn't
pressed
we,
this.
Gerbil?
absolutely dying to.
Right, so
Get away.
What do kids love?
Timely child support payments from their absent fathers.
Shallow and overproduced musical numbers?
That's right. Animals. So I'm trying to
actually, Jeremy Davidson was right.
through a
No.
medium that they'll understand.
Yeah, we regained that one bar we lost.
I think, yes. I think so, yes.
Jeff's one of my best clients, aren't you?
I am. Yeah. So the first one we've been working on is called The King of the Jungle's Mortgage Repayments. It's about a lion who's having problems with his interest rates.
I see. Does he have a broker?
He does, yes.
Oh,
yes,
no.
He's a porcupine. How did you know that?
Well, your work is universal, darling. It speaks to people.
I'm going to say something to you, mate. I think you're onto something here.
Oh, the bear!
Oh, yes, right. This one is much better. So, this one tells the tale of Mr. Bear.
Get away.
Now, Mr. Bear is a very sad bear because all of the other bears don't think that he'll amount to much, and they tell him that his plays are lazy and derivative.
I think you're onto something there.
Now, Mr. Bear is a tragic figure. Picture this. He's at his lowest ebb. The trees are closing in. He can't even face his salmon, can he?
Go away.
But then he meets someone that will change his life forever.
This is fucking gripping.
That's right. He meets a
Oh
octopus.
Whoa, this is very punishing.
And says, "No, Mr. Bear.
Interference is very punishing. Oh my gosh.
You're not like all the other bears. You have this ambition and these dreams."
Such fucking dreams.
Oh my gosh.
I love you, Jeff.
And
Get away.
what you need to do.
We're gonna get another
Mr.
E.
Bear, says the octopus. Probably
It's so
doing
bad.
an eight-armed gesture or something.
What you need to do to find happiness in this crazy old forest is you need to set yourself more realistic goals. It's called Mr. Bear Lowers His Expectations.
Okay.
Wow. You really have taken yourself to new depths.
Get away.
And what do you want children to take away from this?
Oh, fuck shit, fuck.
What?
I said a more realistic worldview.
Are you all right, Jamboree?
It's Jeffrey. My name is Jeffrey Donington.
No, stop. How does it end? We need to know how it ends.
Well, all the animals learn a thing or two about inevitable mediocrity.
And Mr. Bear settles down near to his parents' cave, stops trying to make his band happen, and he goes into bear telemarketing.
Becomes a bear maths teacher.
No, and we end... We end on a big musical number.
Heck, we lost a lot of stuff.
Oh, it's very repetitive, so it's catchy but not too challenging. Well, if you like, I could go and get my boombox.
Yeah, I might be able to... Hang on, can we get Angie back?
Why not? The more the merrier, as they say at orgies.
What the heck? Jeremy.
Right, I'll just fill then, shall I? Coming up in a moment, it's the world premiere that nobody saw coming.
Lights!
Or wanted. At all.
Right.
I can only apologise in advance for what we're all about to... endure.
You turn this shitting thing... Well, there's all sorts of creatures down on Dangly Doodle Farm. Like wise old Mr. Octopus with way too many arms. There's Mr. Pig and Mr. Cow, they're always in good moods. But that's cause they don't know they'll soon be sliced up into food.
There's a song.
Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your hopes go to turn into despair. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your dreams go to die. Mr. Raccoon wants to go to the moon. He'll end up as a bus driver soon. Mr. Porcupine thinks he'll read the news at 9. He'll end up as a janitor who stinks at certain time. Mr. Tiny Mouse thought he'd own a massive house, ended up in a bedsit where he can't control the louse. Mr. Horse thought he'd go into professional sports, now he's an alcoholic and he's on his third divorce. Mr. Bear
What's that over there?
That's the place where life becomes an endless questionnaire. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your hopes go to die.
Okay.
Lower your expectations. Maybe you could get a job in telecommunications. No matter how you try, you'll never reach the League of Nations. The best you'll get is middle rank in trading operations. So lower your expectations. You'll never win an Oscar, so there's no
It's the beat.
Congratulations. The future that is coming.
Yeah, it's the beat.
Specifications and no amount of visualizations will save you from.
You've already reached the max.
Mr.
Bear, what's that over there?
That's a tramp who thought he'd be a multi-millionaire.
Mr. Bear, what's that over there?
That's where self-esteem goes to die. Mr.
Bear,
what's that over there? That's the disappointment that is waiting everywhere. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your schemes go to die. That's where your dreams go to die. That's where dreams go to die.
Well, wasn't that just lovely? Thank you to all our guests tonight. And just before we go, I was
She's
hoping
not wearing
we might have a
glasses.
minute or two for a quick chat. Come on, look. I'll pop the kettle on and got your favourite biscuits. Look, Petal, me and your dad do love you very much, we do. I know he doesn't show it, but that's just his way. He'll tell you on his deathbed, just like his father did. And perhaps he'll break down one Christmas and no one will mention it again. The thing is, Pet, it's your marriage. You know Chris and Sam are close, and you've been really quite selfish. No, you have, darling.
That's a
Sorry,
poem.
but you have. All Chris wanted was for you to commit a fairly serious crime and help smuggle money out of the country. And you were busy thinking about yourself, weren't you?
Oh wait, she's talking about me.
Now, poor
I'm
Sam's
sorry.
stuck in the middle. And well, you are a good parent, Alex, you are, but... Oh, you say it, Nigel. You balls it right up your daft acre. You've embarrassed yourself and us, you're letting those kids walk all over you. Awful. Awful business, have some bloody respect. Love, we're not angry, we're just...
Oh, is this the wife? I don't know.
Disappointed. We do hope you can do better in future. I'm Mummy Wolf.
Oh, it's Mummy Wolf.
Have a remorseful night.
Sorry you had to be that, El, mate. I really am. Pull your fucking socks up, Sunshine. Disgusting. It was just a shock, Alex. A real shock. A massive fucking shock that's played havoc with your marbles now. Fuck off. Do you hear? Oi! Out!
Wake up. Wait, are we asleep? Oh, this is all a dream. Because we got electrocuted. Because we got electrocuted. So that's like a short thing. To be continued. Okay. Impressions. That was amazing. Really cool. Just takes a lot of concentration. Difficulty sort of spiked when the... call that? The interference appeared. So I'm not sure about... Yeah, the difficulty just spiked with the interference. Because it was really punishing. You just get that one part wrong. Your ratings just go down. Your audience like boom. I mean, I understand in real life if your channel suddenly becomes static, you'll lose lots of viewers. But yeah, at the moment, it just seems a bit too punishing. Maybe an upgrade to reduce the interference. That might help out at least. Or at least, slow down the interference movement. There's not moving interference, and then there's all these stuff happening. Yeah, that's kind of hard. That's my main gripe. It was really working. And then I like the part, the one with the sports thing, and then there were suddenly protesters, and you had to switch cameras. That was really engaging. I really had to put 80% of my brain power on it. Really good, really good. I love this game. I like it.
Good evening. You know who we are. You've seen our symbols on your walls. We are the Resistance. and it's time you knew the truth.
Oh. That sound.
What do you mean I can't say that?
Advance is lying to you.
Okay,
How can we help you if we don't know who you are?
Of course.
More than all of this, he was my laughter, my confidant, my friend.
The elderly are not a burden.
Wait, the guy dies?
Mum's
Old
made
man?
the decision to unburden us, and now we have the chance to start a family.
Oh, it's snugglehugs was a dream.
Is an ID card, no matter what they tell you.
We are getting reports of...
Okay, something's happening.
Oh God. Millions of deaths across the continent.
Doesn't your family deserve a nutritious life?
Understand this. There is something wrong with the food.
No more!
Oh, the
I'm out of this shit!
You are not afraid.
Wait, is that the crazy guy? The one in the book. Might be him. It'll be funny.
Hi, I'm Den.
I'm
Where's the
Alex.
devs?
I'm Andy.
And I'm Jade.
And we are the only members of the Not Games team that are even vaguely camera friendly.
And in my case, very vaguely.
The level that you have just played, our lockdown fever dream, is not the original level that we had planned for the game.
Yeah, that wasn't episode 2.
No, this is episode 2, and we really want you to play it.
But the truth of the matter
it's
is,
like-
we
yeah.
cannot shoot anything until it is safe to do so.
Yeah.
And
Totally
as of
understand.
today, June the 17th,
Oh, June 17th,
no one
yeah.
really knows when that is.
So we have to ask you to just please be patient with us.
We'll still be able to bring you new content.
In fact, we already have. There are all
All
sorts of alternates hidden in that dream.
Yes, there are 3 versions of Mr. Bear. Just there to
Stop ruining it for ages.
3.
Ignore
Okay,
that old
three,
bastard.
Three.
The moment it is safe to do so, we will start shooting again.
But until then, please talk with us. Every Steam review really makes a difference.
I'm on the Discord, and I run our Twitch at Not Games UK every other Thursday.
And I'm quite old, so I just sit in front of the camera and look baffled.
And we really don't want to lose contact with you guys.
So, all that really remains is for me to say, once again, thank you so much for playing our little game that could. And of course, see you in episode 2!
Unless the world ends before we will
Yeah, this
I
like this game. Yeah, it's really cool. I love it.
I might come up with a cure. Who knows?
Yes, I'm gonna put the link to this game down below in the description. You guys want to try it out your own? It's an awesome game. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys again next time.